Hello, hello, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Yael, aka Mama Yaya, and today I am so excited to be bringing you a fun activity you can implement with your child to practice consonant sound fluency. So one day, I was doing some reading one-on-one time with my oldest daughter, and we were practicing consonant sounds. It started to get a little bit too repetitive and boring. She quickly lost interest, was starting to fidget and just lose her attention with what we were doing. So I had to think fast. The ship was sinking. The idea that I came up with in the moment was beatboxing. The first thing I did was think about what are some of the basic elements of the drums. So the first pattern that we tried out was B, T, K, T. B, T, K, T. So the B emulates a bass drum, the T emulates a hi-hat cymbal, the K is like the rim of a snare drum, and the T is the hi-hat cymbal again. You can't just put any random consonants together because it may not make any sense, like J, D, B. There's nothing rhythmic about that. After doing some research, I found out that there are actually very specific distinctions between different types of consonants. For instance, there are elongated consonants, short consonants, voiced consonants, and voiceless consonants. In the original pattern, we had B, T, K, T. The second and fourth consonants in that pattern were T's, but what I decided to do was use that space to practice elongated consonants. So T is kind of your exception consonant. It can be used anywhere. It's kind of the same thing with K, but K is definitely one you want to put third in the pattern. So now let me show you how we do this in our homeschool classroom.
But what?
Ooh, so on this one and this one, you made those t sounds. Can you try this line and the last line again?
What?
That's it.
Good.
For the younger ones who are just learning 1 to 2 sounds at a time, this is something that they can also use to practice. Using the same 4-beat pattern, you take a sound that the child is learning and just repeat it in the sequence. For instance, t, 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 t. Once the child has mastered that, you can introduce a new sound, such as k, 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 k. T, 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 t. Good. Okay, let's try a different pattern, okay? Then, once the child has mastered the 2 different sounds, you can start to combine them into a pattern that sounds a little bit more like beatboxing. Ooh. Try it here, like this. T, t, k, t, t, k. T, t, k, t, t, k. Nice. Okay. The other thing that I like to mention about this activity is that it helps the child with the precision of their pronunciations of each consonant and the placement of their consonants. For example, my youngest daughter sometimes struggles between the t and the k sound. And so putting those 2 letters together to practice in one pattern has helped her to differentiate the placement of t, which is in the front of the mouth, and k, which is inside and in the back of the mouth. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today, and be sure to click the link below in the description to pick up a free printable of a guide and some sample patterns that you can use with your child to practice their consonant sound fluency. Leave me a comment below if you do decide to use this activity, and let me know how it went. Be blessed, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.